I'm going to be blunt here. This game was awful. The Warriors got destroyed tonight to the Dallas Mavericks, 99-82. I mean, the final score doesn't tell the whole story. The Warriors had plenty of opportunities to win this game, but geez, that was horrible. It's embarrassing. The fact that the Warriors are such a good team, put on a pedestal for being, this very hardworking team, and I just didn't see it out of them tonight. Curry, I hate to say it, I love Curry. I always will. He's, probably one of my favorite players in any sport of all time. But Curry tonight was terrible. He was god-awful. He had 14 points. He was terrible from the three-point land. He couldn't make a shot. He was just getting frustrated. I think it was mostly, I'll cut him some slack. I think it was mostly mental. I think Curry was down on himself. He was probably down on himself about last game. But the thing with NBA basketball, if I've learned one thing about basketball, it's that you got to move on. There's 82 games, and Curry clearly didn't have that mentality because in this game, he had 9 points last game. He had 14 tonight. And the really only player that totally impressed me in this game was Wiggins on the Warriors. Gary Payton also had a double-double, so I respect that. I mean, a guy that's 6'3", that leads the team in rebounds in this game, that's very impressive from Gary Payton. If you know me well, I'm not one to complain about refs at all. I hardly ever bring the refs into the conversation because usually, calls are reciprocal for both sides. But you know what? I'm going to be completely blunt here. The refs in this game were terrible, okay? Giving Luka Doncic, he looked like a soccer player out there, just, complaining after every single shot. There's barely any contact. And I'm not the only one who's complaining about this. It's everyone can see that Luka Doncic is getting all the calls. And, this is a very close point in the game. I'm talking third quarter when he was just getting free throw after free throw. And also the Mavs were put in the bonus really early in the fourth quarter. The Warriors are known as a very good third quarter team. And that was really the only good quarter for them in this game where they had 28 points. This game was all about runs and, momentum. The Warriors at times, they had a 7-0 run, I think, in the third quarter. And it put them up in front, by 7 points at one point. And then the Mavs just come storming back because the Warriors were taking dumb shots, getting dumb turnovers. I mean, the shot percentage for the Warriors is almost laughable in this game from three-point land. A solid 17.9% for the Warriors on three, 5 of 28. That is, just reading that out loud, it's like 5 of 28. They missed 23 three-pointers and only made 5. To put that in perspective, the Mavs made 12. And it's like, another thing I thought about in this game is we have no excuse to lose. We're fully healthy pretty much. I mean, the only player that we didn't have in this game that really makes a difference is Otto Porter. The Mavericks have been screwed with the protocols the whole season. They don't have Kristaps Porzingis in this game. There's literally no excuse to lose this. We have Draymond back. We have Poole back. We have, a solid starting lineup, with Wiggins, Draymond, Looney, Curry, and Gary Payton. No reason at all to lose this game. It baffles me that we lost it. For the Mavs, they had 26 points from Luka. A lot of those points came from free throws. In terms of free throws, the Mavs had a lot of chances from that. And once again, I'm going to put the blame on the refs there. I can't really say too much positive stuff about the Warriors in this game. But I know, like I alluded to earlier, you got to move on. I'm not going to, make it, seem like this. I'm not going to blow this out of proportion. Final score was 99-82 in favor of the Mavs, and 99 points, 82. I mean, that's just like I said, the score doesn't tell the whole story because it was pretty close until the end, but the Mavs just kept getting their shots to fall while the Warriors didn't. And I'm really happy that we're expecting Clay to come back in a couple days because we clearly need him on the shooting front. I hope Curry can turn this around. We got a game tomorrow, back-to-back games for the Warriors. They don't tend to do well back-to-backs. It's against the Pelicans, though. And, the Pelicans aren't a great team. That's pretty obvious. And now, after this loss, unfortunately, we're tied in first instead of leading the NBA, back with Phoenix. But, we'll turn it around. I'm not, be too down on the Warriors. I just think Curry needs to turn this around right now. So, it doesn't get to his head too much because, basketball's a very mental game. And I think it's been on display in that sense tonight because, a lot of this was Curry being down on himself. The Warriors just didn't look good. Jordan Poole didn't shoot well at either. Just, kind of bad turnovers and whatnot. Some cool dunks, though. Juan Toscano and Gary Payton had some good dunks. And I was happy with their performances. They did good off the Juan Toscano was off the bench. Gary Payton was in the starting lineup. But, yeah, that's going to do it. So let me know your guys' thoughts. 99-82, Mavericks win. Bad game. Probably the worst game all year. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'll see you guys later. And, go Warriors.